Ladies and gentlemen, Greg Michalowski from ForexLive.com. I'm going to take a look at Bitcoin in this video. I'm going to drill down from the daily down to the hourly down to the 5-minute chart because Bitcoin is hot. It's red hot, but has it gotten too hot? That's what I'm going to explore in this video. So let's get going. I'm looking at the daily chart here, and what we've seen on the daily chart in 2024, this is the start of 2024 right here, was that the price initially moved higher and then came back down. And when we came back down, we came and tested this 100-day moving average. That was around the, I don't know, looks around the 40,000 level, maybe 39,000. And since that time, the price has soared and traded here today. The price high reached $57,449. That's a $17,000 increase from a 40,000 base. That's a pretty big move in a short period of time. And so is Bitcoin too hot? Well, one of the ways that you can determine hotness is by taking a look at what is called the RSI and the Relative Strength Index. Now, there are some caveats in using the RSI. It tries to predict when the market is overbought, but overbought can become more overbought, and so you have to be careful about that. But when you look at the RSI, it is well above the 70 level. That's the high of this blue area right through here. That 70 level generally signifies overbought conditions. And as you can see, if you go back in time, the price of Bitcoin has gotten overbought and continued to get overbought as the price trends to the upside. So that's a caveat that you have to be careful. And we are above the 70 level, but we're not near the high, let's say right here, where the RSI got up near 81.5. So there's room to roam to the upside, but there also is some signs of overboughtness in that we have a diverging RSI. That is, from this high right here to through here, we have lower RSIs. And through that period, the price has actually moved higher. So we're making new highs, but the RSI is remaining lower. And in fact, this last high right through here came off of that level and then started its rotation back to the upside. And the RSI currently is below this RSI from the previous high through here. So there is some diverging RSI, which may indicate that the price is a little bit too overbought. Nevertheless, there isn't really a technical level here that says where should I sell it. You can go back in time and take a look at the different highs right here, and where maybe you have to get up to like the 59,000 level to these highs right here, but maybe the 60,000 level would be a natural level of resistance that you can lean against. But with the current price in the 57,000 level, we're still a ways away from that level. I'm not sure you want to risk that much. So let's drill down to the hourly chart and see if there's any clues there. And again, I'm going to keep the RSI on in this currency pair. And what we saw over this period right here was a consolidation of the price of Bitcoin that allowed the 100 and 200 hour moving averages to catch up to the price. Now, the price could have gone either way through here, but what happened eventually was that the price ended up moving higher right through here and moved above the near converged 100 and 200 hour moving averages and moved sharply to the upside. Now, those moving averages are still well lower at 52,000 and $52,033 and $52,428. So if we're going to use those moving averages as barometers for where we can sell, we're still a long way away from those levels. So I wouldn't necessarily sell here. By the way, the RSI here too is overbought. And you can see that the price over the last few hours has seen the RSI move lower, even though the price has moved higher through here. So that's where you get into trouble with selling and high RSI and the price continuing to move to the upside. So be aware, be prepared for that. So there's really isn't anything off this hourly chart to say that, it's time to sell this overhot market. So I'm going to continue the move down and take a look at the 5-minute chart. And you might think, well, why would you trade the 5-minute chart in Bitcoin? It's very short-term in nature, but that's what we need when the market trends like it has over the last few days. And if you look going back to February 26th, the low price here was around 51,000. We've already moved up to 57,000. So that's about a $7,000 increase in a matter of from the 26th, from yesterday's trade to the 27th, only one day. The price has moved $7,000, near $7,000. So clearly it's overbought. Here we have diverging RSI, so that's a hint that the market is overbought. It's too hot. But what technical level could I lean against that would tell me that perhaps this market has further moved to the downside? And when we look at the moving averages here, they provide a nice little bias defining level. And the blue line represents the 100 bar moving average. The green line represents the 200 bar moving average. And take note here, what happened when the price fell below the 100 moving average, really for the first time since yesterday when the price started its rotation to the upside. And what we saw was sellers lean into that. But what did we do? We found support buyers against the 200 bar moving average down here, and we snap back higher. So what does that tell me? Well, that tells me that market traders were paying attention to this 200 bar moving average on the dip that came in. They bought against that level, probably with the stop below the level, and that is now that now increases the level's importance going forward. If it worked once, it may work the next time, or it may not work the next time, and that is the one that you want to jump on. So I'm going to think about using this 200 bar moving average as our barometer for more bullish above, more bearish below. And if the market is too hot, I'm going to use that level to indicate that it's getting less hot, or it's getting cooler, or the price action has a potential to correct further to the downside. But it needs to get below this 200 bar moving average to prove, and stay below that level to prove that the market is too hot and we're due for a corrective. That correction move would then look down toward perhaps a 38.2% retracement, all the way down 54,934. But until then, I wouldn't do anything. I would let the market be hot, stay hot, until it shows you signs that it's time to cool down a bit. So there you have it, a look at my analysis of Bitcoin. My name is Greg Michalowski. Good fortune with your trading. Bye-bye now.